Man, Civic Mirror was an intense simulation.
Yeah, we really did learn a lot.
Indeed we did. I think the three main things we learned are the importance of wording in legal documents, how special interest groups can have an influence, and most importantly, how compromise is always necessary in a democratic country.
Definitely. For example, we would have used our energy hex to extort the government to give us more power, but in the budget bill, they stopped us.
Exactly. If they didn't have that one phrase, the government has the power to make sure all businesses sell units, that year would have gone much differently.
Well, I mean, really, this stuff can happen in real life, but I mean, it's on a really big scale.
Yeah, for example, when the government tried to regulate hydraulic fracking, the government wanted to force companies to disclose the chemicals used in fracking. That one point made the law very controversial and contested.
Another example could be like, the tax law. Some rich people pay the same amount of taxes as normal people because of tax loopholes. The bad wording in these laws allows these extremely rich people to avoid taxes. So just like in Civic Mirror, the phrases in legal documents can have big impacts on the world.
Warren Buffett, one of those super rich guys who barely pays any taxes, said that the government coddled those super rich people because their money made them so powerful. I was a fascist in Civic Mirror. Me and my group plotted to take over the country using our powerful control over a vital resource to force the government to bend to our will.
Dude, that would have been terrible. You would have gotten away with it too if those meddling kids, Aaron and Brady, didn't see your plan coming and delay the auction of the next energy hex. Special interest groups can totally play a role in the government's actions, just like in real life when America continued to stay in Iraq to defend its oil reserves from terrorists, and the only people profiting it were oil companies. The price of oil would skyrocket if the U.S. left Iraq, and the effects on the U.S. economy would be catastrophic, and so they had to stay there.
Just like how we were going to force the government to give us power by controlling the energy, oil companies effectively forced America to continue military occupation of Iraq by controlling the price of oil, which would destroy the country if it went too high.
This is all well and good, but I think the most important thing we learned from our Civic Mirror was that cooperation is necessary for democracy.
Oh my goodness, yes. The legislative season was so frustrating. Everybody kept bickering back and forth.
That's true, but laws only passed because both sides gave up something. Like we energy people and the farms, we didn't want price ceilings, but we had to have them because the law wouldn't pass otherwise.
Yeah, just like real life, budget bills are really controversial and take forever to pass, as in Civic Mirror. Some bills take months to pass.
It's all good though. Even though we were frustrated, we learned a lot about how real democracy works. The fact that bills take a long time to pass in Civic Mirror and real Congress is just one of the many parallels between Civic Mirror and our government. I don't know about you guys, but I feel more prepared to be a real citizen in a real country after witnessing government happen in front of me, more than any textbook could ever prepare me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.